Have you ever wondered why some people sweat from sunrise to sunset yet their pockets stay dry? Why do some hustlers harvest plenty while others reap only frustration? There is a saying in my village, even a rocking chair moves, but it never goes anywhere. Today, I will show you why movement alone is not progress and how the seed of hustle can grow into harvest. Welcome to today's lesson from my book, A Practical Guide to Building Wealth from Ground Up. If you have been grinding, chasing opportunities, or trying to make it but feel stuck, stay tuned. In the next few minutes, you will discover the difference between busy and the productive. How Obi Nanwoke, a young man from Umuawulu, turned street hustle into a life strategy. And three powerful lessons you can apply today to turn your own hustle into a harvest. This isn't theory. These are truths rooted in real life, grit, African wisdom, and the proven principles. Now, before we go on this very lesson today, listen to this story I'm going to play for you now or share with you now. Let me take you to a small town on the outskirts of Enugu called Umuawulu. The story, please. Let me take you to a small town on the outskirts of Enugu called Umuawulu. Every morning before the first cock crowed, a young man named Obinna Nwoke rose from bed, eyes heavy with sleep, but mind awake with ambition. He ran errands for traders, carried sacks of yam, sold sachet water under the hot sun. To many, Obinna was just another hustler, always on the move. But deep down, he believed this was only the beginning. In Igbo tradition, hustle is celebrated, but hustle is not just about being busy. Obina's mentor, Mamea Ejindu, an old tailor, often said, movement is not the same as progress. Even a rocking chair moves, but it never goes anywhere. Ikenna, Obina's closest friend, was also a hustler, but without direction. He chased quick money, schemes, and squandered his earnings in bars and betting houses. Obinna, meanwhile, saved part of his daily earnings to attend night classes and invest in a small market stall. One day, Ikenna mocked him. You dey suffer yourself, Obinna, who school help? Street na school. Obinna smiled and replied, even in street school, some people graduate while others remain dropouts. That was the turning point. Obinna realized hustle needs strategy, not just sweat. You can dance around the farm all day, but until you bend down and dig, you will not plant a single crop. I believe you have understand what this story is talking about. Now we are going to take all lessons we have learned from this very lesson today, and the number one point is vision. Know where you are going. Every great journey begins with restlessness, but restlessness alone won't get you home. Faith is the fertilizer of the mind. Like Obinna, you must pause and ask, what do I want to become? What value do I offer? What problem can I solve? Without vision, hustle is like fishing water with a basket. And that's just the simple truth. Then point two is strategy. Work smart, not just hard. There is an Igbo parable. He who brings cola brings life, but he who plants the cola links patient. Obinna stopped chasing every new scheme and he started focusing on skills. He volunteered at an electronic shop, learned to repair home appliances, and soon earned more from repairs than from water sales. He has no longer just hustling, he was harvesting. Then, point three from the lessons, discipline and the learning. Do what must be done. Discipline turns hustle into harvest. That's just the thing. Then Obinna chose night classes instead of nightlife. He invested in his growth while others invested in fleeting pleasure. Now, remember this wisdom. Don't just chase the bag, build the factory that produces bag. The discipline and continuous learning and how you build that factory. Now, let's have a quick interaction on this lesson today, or I can call it a mini recap. So let's pause. We have seen that hustle without vision is wasted energy. Strategy turns sweat into success, and the discipline plus learning keep you on track. Now, tell me in the comment section which of these 3 points I mentioned before now, or I explained to you before now, like a vision, strategy, or discipline, do you need most right now? That's the first question I have asked you. Write it below. I want to read your answers myself. So another one is application of the lessons. That's action step we have to take. Then here is one small step you can take today. Write down your current hustle on paper. Next to it, write the outcome you truly want, not just money, but the life, skill, or impact you are chasing. Then list one action you can take in the next 7 days to move from hustle to harvest. This simple exercise shifts you from movement to progress. So that's it. Then another one is I want to give you a bonus tip on myth bust. Quick myth to bust. That's what I'm going to let you know now. People think hustlers must always be loud, posting every move online. In reality, true hustlers are builders, not just busybodies. Like Obina, let your results speak louder than your noise. Silence plus consistency beat noise plus inconsistency. So that's just the thing. Then another one is just the closing recap. I want to let you know that in one sentence, hustle is the seed, your mindset is the soil. Water it with wisdom, and then you will harvest greatness. Never forget the African saying: you can't climb the Iroko tree by jumping. You start from the root. Start at the root today. As somebody that has listened to this story I just told you right now, then let's call to an action so that you do something about this. If this lesson resonates with you, don't keep it to yourself. That's another thing. Like, share, and subscribe so that you don't miss the next episode in this series. Because this is a series, and you need to follow us on our page, Amesha Ogalago Speaks, and on our YouTube channel, also Amesha Ogalago Speak. On Facebook, you can search, you can get us on Amesha Ogalago Speak, or also in our Ogalago's Academy. Get your copy of the book, the a practical guide to building wealth from ground up. So for deeper stories and the practical steps. Now, I do love to hear from you after listening to us or watching this video. What's one hustle you are currently working on? And how will you add vision, strategy, or discipline to it this week? Drop your thought in the comment section. Your story could inspire someone else. So that is exactly where we are going to call it in a day on this lesson today. And I want you to know that if you did not learn anything from this lesson, then it means you didn't watch the video to the end. But if you have watched this video to the end, I know that you have learned something from it. And don't allow this video to stay with you alone. Share it so that other people can benefit from it. Thank you, and also be our listener again in the next episode. Thank you, and God bless you.